You're listening to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show, hosted by Milan Vukovic, founder of the Taheebo Tea Club.
Welcome to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show. Our programs on Friday from 11 a.m. till noon and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. are live listener call-in shows. Now, besides people, our tea is also fantastic for animals. I'd like to talk a little bit about animals, from dogs to cats to chimpanzees to horses. One day we got a call from a customer who wanted to get the tea for her champion show dog who developed a skin disorder for whom antibiotics didn't work. Exactly 3 weeks later, the customer called again, and the customer said the dog's skin completely cleared up and the dog was working again as a model because he was used in commercials and in advertisements and print advertising and that sort of thing. So I asked her how they got the dog to drink the tea, because I have a Siberian Husky and it never occurred to me to give the tea to my dog. And she says, easy. She says, I just simply replaced the water in his bowl with the tea, and he's lapping it up. And it turns out that dogs really do like our tea. Another customer asked if we knew that dogs preferred our tea over water. We told him we knew dogs liked our tea, but why did he think they preferred it over water? Well, he said he had 3 dogs, one of which was sick. Since he had multiple dogs, he also had multiple water bowls, and he replaced one bowl with the tea, and that bowl was gone first every day. Since the dogs were obviously the only ones drinking out of those bowls, he knew that the dogs preferred the tea over regular water. So it's pretty easy to get dogs to drink the tea. All you have to do is swap out the water for the tea, and the dogs will drink the tea. If by chance they don't, and if they're really picky, all you have to do is put 3 or 4 ice cubes in with the tea, and the dog will think it's dessert, and by tomorrow he'll be asking you for the tea. We have a lot of cases with dogs. One time, a funny incident, we had a lady call in and say, I have a friend who has a Chihuahua, and she gave the Chihuahua the tea, and it no longer sheds hair anymore. Since I also have a Chihuahua, she gave the tea to me, and now my dog doesn't shed hair anymore. So I asked if Chihuahuas shed a lot, because I don't know anything about Chihuahuas. And she said, oh yeah, they shed like crazy. About an hour later, a customer calls from Texas, and I told her the Chihuahua story, telling her that I learned something new about our own tea. And she says to me, you didn't know that? And I says, no, I don't know anything about Chihuahuas. I've got a Siberian Husky. Anyway, she continues and says, I've been a customer of yours for 4 years, and before I started drinking your tea, I used to lose a lot of hair, and since I started drinking your tea, I hardly lose any hair at all, and my fingernails are hard as concrete. Now, besides dogs, we also now have customers who are using the tea for horses. Now, I happen to have grown up in Toronto, Canada, riding subways, streetcars, and buses, so I don't know all that much about horses. And one day I got a call from a ranch in Texas, and apparently light-colored horses get melanoma, skin cancer, more than dark-colored horses, which I never knew nor did I think about before, but obviously makes sense. I mean, just like in people, light-colored people tend to get melanoma more than dark-colored people. So she said that they have about a dozen horses, and one of their horses has melanoma. And a friend of hers gave her a pound of the tea and said, go ahead and start, giving it to the horse's name is Pepper. Go ahead and start giving it to Pepper. And so she says, so I'm calling you, for the, any directions that you can give me. Well, since I didn't know very much about horses, the very first thing that I did was I looked up how much horses weigh, and it turns out they weigh, between 1,000 and 2,000 pounds, on average 1,300 pounds, which obviously is much bigger than a human. And what happens with our tea is that for adults in general, if they want to maintain their health and their immune system, they just need to drink the tea regularly, 1, 2, 3 glasses a day. When they're trying to get rid of something, they need to drink 6, 7, 8 or more glasses a day. Now, the only time that's not the case is, for example, if it's a 60-pound child or an 80-pound ballerina. Well, of course, they don't need to drink as much as a full-grown adult. So the minimum consumption for optimum ailment remedy is 1 8-ounce cup of tea for every 20 pounds of body weight. So if a child weighs 60 pounds, their consumption to get rid of something would be 3 8-ounce cups or glasses a day or more. They can drink as much as they like, as opposed to an adult drinking 8 glasses a day. So I looked up the weight of the average horse, and said, now you realize that the horse needs to drink a lot more than a human does, because just body weight is just so much bigger. And so I figured out what consumption dose was for the horse that she wanted to treat, and so they started giving the tea to the horse. Now, the melanoma, being a skin cancer, was also tumors on the backside of the horse, where the tumor was erupting from the skin. And so what they did to treat the horse was, because our tea works topically, they also would take a spray bottle or a sponge and put the tea on the tumor directly, like that, besides having the horse consume the tea. So I asked her, I says, how are you giving the tea to the horse to have it consume it? She says, what we're doing is we're cooking up the tea exactly like your recipe says, and then what we're doing is we're mixing it with the horse's food, and so the horse eats the tea along with the food. And I said, well, that's really quite clever, I says, and that's what people do, for example, with cats or something that don't drink a lot of beverage of any kind, to get them to drink, consume the tea. I says, have you tried giving the tea to the horse just as a beverage to have the horse drink it? She says, we haven't, because we have a dozen other horses, and of course, it gets expensive, because a horse needs to drink, drinks, so much water, like a day. So, from a tea standpoint, they drink it up in no time flat. And so we haven't tried that yet. So I said to her, promise me to go ahead and try that, and let me know, because somebody else is going to call us up and ask the same question with regards to horses. You listen to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with Milan and more from the Taheebo Tea Club radio show in just a minute.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood, which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com, or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.
Welcome back to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show. Now, this next segment is a segment with live listener call-ins from previous shows, and you'll be hearing their questions, their successes, and their experiences with Taheebo tea. So please do give us a call and let us know how the tea works for you. Thank you. Go ahead, listener. You're live on the air with Milan Vukovic.
Hi, I was just calling. I heard on the radio, and I have a dog, and he's been having a lot of allergies on his ears and constantly scratching all the time, and I was wondering if this would help.
It'll help tremendously. Here's what you want to do for the condition that you just mentioned. Besides having the dog, what type of dog is it, by the way?
An American Bulldog.
Okay, so here's what you want to do. Is besides having the dog just drink the tea instead of water, what you do is take a cloth or a sponge and wipe down that area where he's having that condition, because the tea also works topically. It works so well topically that we have a rescue shelter here in the Los Angeles area that uses our tea now. They've cut down the veterinarian bills by 80%. And I got a call from the director of the center one day. He says, he says at first when we got the tea, we were really gentle with the tea and the dogs, he says, and we were putting it out in bowls for them and they were drinking it. And then, we were taking a Q-tip or something and, gently swabbing something or whatever the case is. He says, now, he says, a dog comes in here, we dip the whole dog in the tea, period. He goes,
oh, wow.
to get rid of all kinds of disorders that they have and everything like that. He says, because obviously it's not going to hurt them. And if any gets in their mouth, it doesn't matter. They're supposed to be drinking it anyway.
Oh, wow. You think that'll help? Because I know it took them to the vet and they put stuff inside their ear because they're like, well, we don't know if it could be mites or if it could just be allergies or what. And it never helped, whatever they put in their ear. And we've been dealing with it for months. Still can't even.
Yeah, you can put the tea in the ear canal. I mean,
okay.
I mean, we have humans, that do enemas with the tea, that douche with the tea, that do all kinds. We've got humans that bathe in the tea, and what they do is they pour themselves a bath water, and then they cook the tea up separately, and they pour a gallon of the tea in the bath water. So yeah, you can safely pour it in his ears. About the only place that I'd be careful a little bit with is in the eyes, not because it's an irritant or anything like that, but because the tea also has trace minerals in it, and and even with that, you don't have to be that careful. My son, who's now 23 and just graduated last year from UCLA, when he was 13.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And when he was 13 and, going through puberty and starting to get pimples and stuff like that, he used to wash his face with the tea. I mean, he just put some in a bowl and wash his face like a cowboy in the old days with the tea.
Wow. Do you think that would help? My daughter, she had a heart transplant 3 years ago, and I don't know if it's because of the transplant medications, but she's getting a lot of eczema all over her neck and her body and her arms. And we've been trying every kind of lotion. We've done dermatology, can't figure out what will help her. Yep. I wonder if that would help adding.
Yeah, very, very much so. We've got a lot of
Oh, okay.
eczema cases. And, like I said, the nice thing is besides drinking the tea, which tastes great, she can also apply topically. The tea has no smell to it. It's not oily. It's not greasy. And so basically all she needs to do is, just put some on herself, either cup some in her hand and put it over her, rub some, on her arm or wherever the eczema is, and just let it dry off. It'll basically evaporate in about 1 minute or so. And if it doesn't, I mean, she can just with a paper towel dab it off. Or like I said, if she wants to bathe in it, she can bathe in it as well. Our tea is really good with regards to that. It works so well topically that a clinic in South Central Los Angeles, which is a rough part of town, gets a lot of homeless people that are all cut up. The doctor that runs the clinic called me up and he says, we give the tea to 80% of the people that come in here because they're all cut up and bruised up and whatever, and we pour the tea directly over their open wound, and you can see it healing up before your very eyes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It really is.
Well, thank you so much. All righty. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with Milan and more from the Taheebo Tea Club radio show in just a minute.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.
For diabetes, it works on virtually everybody. And the reason that it works on virtually everybody for diabetes is because there's only one cause of diabetes, which is the pancreas insulin secretion. So what the tea does is it helps to heal the organs, in this case the pancreas, to do what it's supposed to be doing, which is to secrete insulin properly. And so for diabetes, it works on virtually everybody. For high blood pressure, it works on only about 50% of the cases. But it's still well worth trying because the tea tastes great and you got to drink something anyhow. And if you can get off the blood pressure medications, that's fantastic. Now, some people go, well, why does it work in 90% of diabetes cases but only 50% of high blood pressure cases? Well, the reason is that there's a billion reasons for high blood pressure. Everything from narrowing of the arteries as we get older to getting mad at the politicians on TV all day long. The tea acts both as a blood builder and as a blood cleaner. So because the tea works through the bloodstream, the very first thing that the tea does, of course, is correct issues that we have going on in the blood. And so, from that standpoint, people that are anemic, in 2 months, they're not anemic anymore. Diabetes or pre-diabetes, the healing time is on average about 2 to 3 months. Good morning, caller. You're live on the air with Milan Vukovic.
Hello. I think you pretty well answered my question with the last caller. I've been under stress for quite some time here and started shedding way too much hair over the latter part of the summer through the fall and so on. It was very upsetting. And so I'm wondering if topically, would I douse my head in that before I shampoo, or how would you do that?
Yeah, I mean, what you can do is this: first of all, you'd want to drink the tea for sure, because that'll work. Second of all, you actually hit upon something that the rich and famous in Malibu do. The movie stars is they take a spray bottle and put the tea in a spray bottle, and they spray it on their hair.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll even do that when they're going out, because they're using mousses and gels and whatever the case is to give themselves those fancy doo-wop hairdos or whatever. So they'll spritz some on, and then they'll do whatever they do to their hair to make it stick up or look like you know how they are. So yeah. So you can what you can do is you can take some of the tea, and probably the most effective would be to take some of the tea and put it like in a plastic water bottle or something, and then before you shampoo, just go ahead and pour out. And you don't even need a whole water bottle. You need like about half of a water bottle, but a whole water bottle is fine too, because that's 16 ounces. And just pour that over your scalp. And let it sit there for a minute before shampooing. And you don't have to wait that long. It's not like you have to soak in the tea or something like that. It basically just needs to get applied topically, and then you can go ahead and shampoo. Or you may come up with a brand new look where you go, hey, I'll just go ahead and wet my hair and scalp with the tea, and then I'll go ahead and do my hair, and you may come up with a brand new look.
Well, yes, I'm thinking it probably should get on the scalp so it's right at the hair follicle. Exactly. And so maybe I should rinse with the tea after washing it.
What? That might be even a better idea. Now, after we get off the phone, one of my employees will call you to send you a free 1 pound package of the tea, so you certainly have enough tea to try out what works for you. And then, if you wouldn't mind, give me a call on the office number sometime Monday through Saturday, California time, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and the office number will be all over the packaging that you receive, so that you can tell me what you tried and what happened, because that's the only way we can help more people. When I first started the Taheebo Tea Club, the only thing I could tell people about was my father's case, which my father had colon cancer that had metastasized to the pancreas, and the tea saved his life in 1998, and he's been cancer-free now for over 23 years. He turned 89 last October 10th, and he's in such good health that not only is he cancer-free, he continues to mow my lawn at the age of 89, which I'd be embarrassed about if it wasn't good for him, and he didn't enjoy it. So everything else, whether it was regards to dogs or hair or fingernails or diabetes or other types of cancer, I've actually learned from our customers. So I really would appreciate you giving us a call back to let us know what you tried and how it worked, because somebody else is going to have the same condition and give us a call sometime, and at least then we can relay what happened to you, and God willing it happens to them. Now, we know our tea is tremendously beneficial and can help a lot of people, but we also have to be realistic. That's not going to help everybody, because if it did, there'd be no disease in the world. However, you got to drink something anyhow. It costs 12 cents a glass to make. It tastes great, and the benefits that you're going to get are just tremendous, and God willing, it'll also help with the main concern that you're looking to address.
Yes, I will let you know, and I'm excited to do this. I really am. So thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much for calling.
Yes.
Now, we've run out of time today. We've got another caller on the line, and I'll go ahead and give you a call personally here right after the show ends in about a couple of minutes.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.